One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And we'll kick off as this one gets started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the UCLA Bruins offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. That's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time today. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Williams will pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Williams looking for a man. Gets it to him on the screen. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Play number 9 on this drive. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Wants to throw again. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. On that play action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
It definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second, but you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Coleman. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Second down.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A good break there as the penalty gives them the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They'll ride the hot hand.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football.
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is broken up incomplete, but wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He'll set up to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The running back has it. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Wilson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. On fourth down, looking to pass. Under fire. He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 30. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The pull and throw off the RPO. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. There's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. Third and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. Williams will pass. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Flores. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. Williams looking for a man. The short hands, it's Evans. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Trying to set up the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
And the Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Williams will pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Bruins. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Lost to fire on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Still running at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Williams will pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Evans. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Dances away. Open space at the 25. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Jet sweep trying to get the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll pull them back to within 6. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Williams. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Right down the middle. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Now the play fake. Looking for the score. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Unloads it left. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Washington!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. They're trailing by just 2 to USC.
There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Staples. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. That's caught. It's Flores. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines. He stands on the result of the play. The Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 30. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a crease. It's Coleman.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Williams looking for a man. The short hands. It's Boston. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They go to the draw. Smithers into space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th-quarter lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the red zone, it's Coleman. Hard running there. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He's got an open man. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Wants to throw it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flores. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flores. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So 4th and a mile from here, but the offense will go for it. Fires to the big fella. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College.